a lot of people, especially older people, are bringing it, like, blaming drill music for it.
Yeah.
I feel like what they're saying is wrong, because back in their day, it's like all rock and roll and all that. And like, I remember the guy mentioned in the video, like, I don't know if you heard Charles Manson, the guy with the cult and all that.
No, I haven't heard of him.
Basically, he had a cult, and they called like a famous celebrity, but he wanted to be a rock and roll like singer, but he failed in that. So like, he got very angry and like felt rejected by that community, and apparently he kept listening to that music, and that's what led him to kill. So like, you feel like,
wait, so the music was like about violence?
No, it wasn't about violence, but there's a few lyrics that were like mentioning like knives and all that, and like, you know, just bad stuff like in.
But I think it's down to the person, because you could say like, drill music or that rock and roll music can lead you to being violent, but like, we listen to some drill music, like we're fans of it. We listen to like rap music, some pop music, like anything really.
Yeah.
But like, it doesn't make us violent. We just listen to it and go, yeah, that was hard, and then that's it. We move on.
Yeah, but I feel like, you know what it is? I feel like, obviously we're both 19, and like the kids that killed that guy, kid in Reading, they were both 13 and stuff. So I feel like we've obviously, I wouldn't say grow up with drill, because it might have happened before our time, but like, we kind of like,
I mean, drill's definitely popularised now.
Yeah, but
more than like when
we were younger.
Parents grew up.
And even us, like when we were like 13, 14, like I didn't really hear much from drill.
Yeah.
Back then.
I mean, there was grime.
Yeah, but not really drill.
Not like drill, like stabbing people. And
yeah.
all that.
So like, I don't know. I don't really say it's to blame, because at the end of the day, like, these kids out here are playing like GTA and stuff, and that's literally the whole point of that game, is to kill people, rob people, and that. But you don't hear these older people saying stuff about that.
Yeah, and so, like, you know, the Digga D documentary that we watched. Yeah, I remember his Digga D's manager saying like, drill can influence you to be violent, but so can other things like video games and like movies.
Exactly.
So it's like, what, we're gonna ban a movie about killing now?
Exactly. Well, he's going to ban one film about this lunatic going around killing people because it could influence people.
Ban all the Michael Myers films.
Exactly. like you can blame it on anything, but at the end of the day, I'm not going to let, when I have kids, you have kids, when I have kids with our wives, I'm not going to let my 13-year-old kid, like, listen to drill or watch 18-year-olds where serial killers. Yeah. At the end of the day, they can do it by themselves, like there's websites they can use. But like, you got to check up on your kids. You got to make sure what they're watching. Like,
I know.
It's like,
cause those Reading kids, like, I don't know if they had parents.
Well, yeah, obviously they had parents.
Yeah, but I mean, like, they were actually, like, were they actually in a stable family? Like,
I don't know.
Their parents living with them. Because if they were, like, I'm saying, like, how did their parents like not check up on them and think like, why are you acting like this?
And like, I don't know if you saw the picture of the kid, but he has a massive machete. Did you see it?
Yeah.
And like, you're thinking, where are you going to hide it in your house? It's like, I'm 19, my mum still cleans my room. I'm not going to lie, that kid's mum probably...
If I'm hiding that in my wardrobe, my mum be like, what the fuck is this
big
sword?
My dad still cleans my room at being 19. It's like, I don't know, man. It's a tough one. I don't feel like you can blame anything on, like, violence. Like, you can't blame films. If you're going to blame drill for like kids killing kids, then surely you've got to blame like video games and films and that.
I think it's down to the person. The person who listens to it, like, it's their own decision. They're either going to be fucking stupid and get involved. Obviously, it's a whole different story if you were brought up in gang life.
Yeah, of course. Like,
the majority of drillers, these drill artists, they were brought up around gang life. Like, those who literally, like, you know, like, well, I know Young Ads doesn't do drill music.
Yeah.
But you know, Young Ads, like, I think he was brought up around gang members.
Yeah.
So that's gonna be all he knows.
Yeah.
So like, you're gonna be raised like that. But these people who are like, I don't know, like us, like, we're living in like a stable family, a normal house,
like a safe area.
And then we decide to be bad. Like, we decide to like get a knife. Like, that's what I don't rate. But like, when it's the gang, like, when it's like someone raising a guy. I want them to find a better lifestyle and get better. But I
mean,
don't blame them as much.
I still don't rate it.
Yeah, I still don't rate
but, like,
it. But
it's not their only option, but like they don't know no better. Yeah,
like they didn't really choose it that much.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of stuff. There's a lot of like stubborn people who will just go, nah, drill music. This gang member, nah, fuck him. He fully stabbed this person. But I'm thinking like, maybe just listen to his story, because that might be like all he knows. Like imagine from like 3 years old, you're brought up around gang members.
Yeah,
you're not gonna know gang members are bad. You're gonna think that's part of life.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah, that's...
And like I remember, like, I rate Young Adz highly because I saw an interview with him a few days ago, and he was asked about like how does he feel becoming a role model, and he was like, quoting Young Adz, he said, if you look up us to me and LB as a role models, he said, don't fucking look up to me and me and LB as fucking role models. Like, look up to like your mum, your dad, your school teachers. They're your real role models. Yeah. He's like, we're just a couple rappers that have come from a bad life. Like, you don't want to look up to us. And he's got a very good point.
To listen to the full podcast where me and my mate just get way too high and way too drunk, having conversations so deep and random we feel we just have to share.
The link is in the description. Go check that out right now.
If you like being nosy and listening in to our conversations about interesting theories, funny memories or random controversial topics, come chill with us, man. Spark your zoot, drink your pint and subscribe.